I still need you to answer one question. Why
Okay.
were they calling him Vengeance?
Because there's a version of Batman that they call Vengeance. He says, I am the Knight. Okay, so you remember like they called him the Dark Knight. I am Vengeance. I am Batman.
NANI?! Dynamite! Dynamite!
I'd much rather talk about a movie that was way more interesting. In our last segment. So Nafi, word is on the streets you watched the Batman movie. A
Worst
movie
movie
that
of my
was
life.
2 hours and 58 minutes long.
3 hours.
I have one question for you. What was the movie about?
I don't know. I think it was so many times the movie could have ended. I think the movie was about how his family lied about carrying on
spoilers
the
for the movie if you haven't seen it.
Oh yeah, go see it. 3 hours long. I felt like, in my opinion, there was two parts to it. There was the part where they felt like the Wayne Foundation dropped the ball and didn't carry out what they said they were going to do. And as a result of that, there were some people that were damaged by that. So, like, obviously, when his parents died and he was still a child, I don't know who was sitting in the Wayne Foundation seat, but when he grew older, another thing I didn't like was that they called him Vengeance. I didn't get that. We'll talk about that. I didn't get that. But like, it seemed like he also dropped the ball. But if you watched all the other Batmans, the one that actually had Batman Begins, Dark Knight Rises, I like that Batman because it was clear who the villain was. Like, this guy, who the villain was in this show, I don't know if he's trying to act like Bane here. I feel like a lot of times I was hearing Bane come out of him. Like, and I'm just like, so who are you? Are you imitating Bane? Like, I'm confused.
So do you know who?
I'm confused, Heero, why the Penguin was in this movie. Like, the Penguin died a long time ago. Why was the Penguin in this?
This is a different. So there's a few things. You have to remember that this movie has nothing to do with any of the other movies.
Well, no, told me that. Nobody told me that. I wouldn't go see it if people had told me that, because I'm looking I'm thinking this is going to carry on to what happened with Bane. With Dark Knight Rises, that was the last one.
No, these are two different Batmans, two different movies.
So why are we doing this, Heero? How many Iron Men do we have? How many Hulks do we have? How many Thors do we have?
We actually have 3 Hulks.
How many Thors do we have?
We only have 1.
How many Iron Men do we have? Like, why?
We're gonna have 2 now.
Why are we doing this? Why?
So the reason why we do this is because money. The Batman is based off of the Long Halloween and a little bit of the House of Owls, the Court of Owls, and the bad guy in this movie, the guy in green, is the Riddler, who we haven't seen since
who used to be
Jim
purple,
Carrey.
right?
Huh?
I think I remember him. He used to have the question mark, right?
Yeah, the question marks from Jim Carrey from the first from a long time ago. But you're thinking about the Penguin who was Danny DeVito back in Batman '89.
Exactly. So I figured,
but you should also know that Catwoman was Catwoman and she was white. That was Michelle Pfeiffer.
First of all, Catwoman blew me. I didn't understand why she was in the movie. Irrelevant.
No,
the only part they got right, Heero, was the ending when the Joker was in a cell. I'm like, see, this is what I know. See, look who's in jail. Joker. See, this is what I know.
I didn't like that Joker
because the Dark Knight. What happened? Batman whooped his ass and put him in jail. So that made sense to me.
Oh my God! It makes sense why this movie. You have to watch the movie by itself.
Another key point is we've all known that Gotham is a corrupt city.
Yeah.
I didn't need all the exposure. All these people, like, what? I don't care. We know this. We know Gotham is corrupt. It's the worst. If this Gotham was a real city, I'm sure nobody would live there. Oh, I don't know. It was just a lot, and I was just
I feel so bad now because I was like, how does she not understand this movie? But you're trying to connect the dots with other movies
because that's what you realistically do. Like, I'm thinking, like, okay, like, all right. So if Bane was the last person I remember getting his ass beat, okay, who's the new villain now? Who's the new villain? Because even in which one was it where they still had like the Riddler play in one of the Dark Knights. I think it was a Dark Knight with the Joker. Like there was still a scene with this Riddler guy because he had on a purple suit, right, with the green question marks.
You're thinking of the Joker.
No. There was the Riddler. Oh no, that was the guy with the gas. Never mind. See, it's too much.
Scarecrow. You're thinking of Scarecrow.
Yes, him. But no, the Riddler guy. I mean, for me, his voice, I instantly connected it with Bane. Nobody else, and I was just like, who do you want to be? Like, you want to be both? You can't be both. Pick one. I was confused.
Oh, this makes so much more sense now. Because I was like, how does Nafi not understand this?
It makes sense. All I thought about, I legit watched The Dark Knight Rises 2 nights before. Just to make sure I'm listening.
Just to make sure you were caught up.
Yes. Just to rewatch Batman win that fight. To know that he would not be returning in this next movie.
Yeah.
And I also had thought, like, it was only coming out one day. Because it kept saying Batman Begins only in theater. So I assumed that it was only coming one day, one night. That's why I was going to see it the night that it came out. Now, I ain't going to lie to you. When I was in the movie theaters, I was on edge. Because a lot of people were doing a lot of movement. You know, I ain't been in the movies in a long time. I was on edge. I was on edge in there. Because it was so loud.
The best movie is Sunday morning. Because you get the matinee price. My ticket was $5.
$18 over here. I wish I could get a refund.
Nah, you know what? I don't worry, Nafi. I'll break it down to you again, but it's hilarious.
I don't want to. I know if there's gonna be another one, and then somebody told me like this is supposed to be like a new trilogy. So like, who is supposed to be?
It's gonna be 2 more after this.
I'm saying, so who is supposed to be with him and Catwoman?
It's gonna be Batman and probably it's gonna be Batman and Mr. Freeze and then Batman and the Court of Owls. See,
I'm probably done. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think I have my 3 I can rewatch. Batman Begins, Dark Knight. That was perfect for me. Those 3 were perfect. Made a lot of sense. And they kept the same Batman.
I think those are still the best Batman movies.
I still need you to answer one question. Okay. Why were they calling him Vengeance?
Because there's a version of Batman that they call Vengeance. He says, I am the Knight. Okay, so you remember like they called him the Dark Knight. I am Vengeance. I am Batman. It's a line that he says. It's a quote. So every now and again, you'll hear people call him Vengeance. He says, I am the Knight. I am Vengeance. I am Batman. That's his quote.
No, that Vengeance was getting his ass whooped the whole movie.
Yo, this Batman can't fight. I agree. This Batman was getting his...
Skinny as hell. I'm like...
he was out here just getting beat up. I was
getting beat up. Like,
but I did like it. The movie was fun to me. It's not the best, but it's not. It was definitely fun. All right. Sure. I can't believe you thought these movies were all connected. You are hilarious.
I mean, it was me and Jonna definitely thought that. Sitting there like,
and now she's throwing Jonna under the bus.
We went together. I'm like, let's go see this. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, remember last time we watched it? We talked about Dark Knight Rises with Bane, because that was powerful. That was a powerful one. Like the way that ended, I was like, but even the Dark Knight was better with the Joker though, because I love Joker in general. Like I love them feuding. So the only time I clapped in that movie was when I heard the Joker in the cell. I was like, wow, the Joker is here in the cell where he was supposed to be.
How many of the riddles did you get? Did you get any of the riddles?
No. I mean, I was mad when Alfred got blown up. That was crazy. And that was a perfect character too, I might add, who played Alfred, because I remember him from Black Panther. And his accent was on point. It was like perfect. I'm like, he didn't even have to change. It was perfect. So I admired him. I liked that he played that role. But yeah, I just didn't get a lot of it, to be honest. Like I'm still trying to figure out, like, did his daddy kill somebody?
His daddy did kill somebody. Batman's dad hired someone to kill someone. Are you telling me,
in all the movies that came out, all of them, that this one is the one they tell us this? Are you kidding me? No.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. This is a different continuity. It's a different story with the same characters.
I don't want this. Okay, well, you know what? To agree is to disagree. I'm not watching it again.
All right. Well, so out of a scale 1 to 10, what do you give it?
5.
All right, everybody. That's T with Nafi. Close the show.
So